welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. So welcome to the channel. Get cozy. We're gonna have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather here together. I want to thank my returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. All of my new subscribers this month, all of the old subscribers, thank you so much for your presence, for your support. Be sure to drop your comments below for your chance to win a free tarot reading. Be sure to check your notifications in case I have reached out to you in the past, letting you know that you are the winner of the free tarot reading. So be sure to do that as well. And if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you join our beautiful soul family. Subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It brings me the opportunity to bring you more content, and it allows me to enter you in for a chance to win that free reading. And I will notify you in the comment section if you are chosen, and I give you clear indications on how to reach out to me via one of my links below my readings. Be sure to protect yourself, especially on Instagram, from any people who are posing as the Tarot Cottage or any tarot related content. They seem to be making their rounds, and I will never send unsolicited DMs offering readings, so be sure to protect yourself from people who could be posing as me. But for today's topic, we're looking at you and who else is looking at you, who is obsessed with you, who is crushing on you, but who has a major obsession over you at this moment in time, and why, what's going on in their heart. We do have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 with the Knight of Cups and the pink flower. Pile number 2 with the Knight of Pentacles and the yellow flower. Pile number 3 with the Empress and the purple flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling your name, there could be messages waiting. My timestamps are always listed below. I'm going to jump into pile number 1 with your reading, and today's topic is all about who is obsessed with you. Are they going to take any action? So who is obsessed with you? Will they take action? Pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. You were drawn to the pink flower. You were drawn to the Knight of Cups. And this is your reading. Who is obsessed with you? Are they going to take any action towards you? Now, when I saw this card, I instantly started hearing the song Favorite Things from The Sound of Music. And I keep hearing the line, the wild goose that flies with the moon on its wings. These are a few of my favorite things. And you are that thing. You are one of the favorites of this person in this moment. And they may even think that it's kind of a wild goose chase. Maybe in their heart, they don't know if you feel the same. Maybe they don't know if it's even possible. But it's like you are one of their favorite things, and they want you to think of them in a really high possible light. The Knight of Cups often makes me think about a knight in shining armor who tries to present themselves in the best possible light. They also give me the sense of like somebody potentially with blue eyes, or blue eyes being a very strong feature of yours that they're really focused upon or maybe a bit obsessed with too. I feel like this person has been feeling obsessed with you long enough that there's a certain amount of burnout that has come in a little bit with them as well, or with their feelings or their motivation towards you, because there's endurance here. But sometimes they may wonder if it's a wild goose chase, if there's hope at all in a connection. I'm going to be using The Art of Tarot for You by Liz Dean here to begin your reading. This is actually the very first tarot deck I ever received as a gift when I was 17, actually. 8 of Pentacles. We're starting out your reading. We have the 9 of Swords. Oh my goodness. So this is obsessive thought, pile 1. We wouldn't be able to get to the 9 of Swords if we didn't start that process of overthinking, worrying, ruminating, judgment. But they're very critical about themselves and about their own critical self-judgment. I feel like they put you up on this pedestal. We cannot deny that we're starting with the 8 of Pentacles, so this person could definitely be working with you. Ace of Cups. It does not feel like this is in any type of separation, at least not at this point of the reading. It feels like this would be somebody that sees you regularly, at least. We have the Chariot. Lots of Cancer energy. Back of the deck is the Queen of Cups. And there's the King of Wands. Lots of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Lots of Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius as well. And when I say that they're focused on you, they are focused on you. They may have been in protective mode because you can see this king, he's arrived, but he's still dressed up like he's in battle. He's still dressed up in all of the armor. So they may be trying to keep themselves protected by not taking action at this moment in time. But the focus is real. I just feel like they focus on you and then they jump to some type of conclusion about maybe how you're feeling or maybe about the obstacles. But they are obsessed. They can't stop thinking. It's because they've created a bit of a habit out of you. And I don't think that this person is as sneaky about their feelings as they think that they are, to be honest with you. I think it's revealed itself in some form in this environment. We have the Page of Wands. And this does not feel like someone that you've been in a relationship with, truthfully. I'm also getting almost like a nursing element towards you, maybe even this person. So please take that as it resonates. That will not be for everyone, but if you know that, if that's your energy, you're going to know that that's your energy. But it doesn't feel like you guys have ever been in a relationship before, because they don't know anything about you when it comes to like the physical drive. They want to explore that. They want to explore you. Ace of Cups. But I have to say, this is not physical completely. I should say it's not completely physical for this person, this obsession. They're a very emotional person. Even if they don't present themselves in the environment that you know them, again, could be workplace, they're a very emotional person. And they are motivated by that. They're motivated by love. They're motivated by the heart. But they can't get peace here until they get answers from you. That's what it feels like. I can't get peace unless we commune together. They can't help but fantasize about you in a physical sense and trying to kind of claim that thirst. And they spend so much time looking at you, like making all sorts of observations. All sorts of observations. Six of Cups. You might consider this person a really strong acquaintance. You might consider them a friend. And I do think that this person would present themselves as incredibly generous with you. If you work with them, maybe they're really generous with like the ways that they help you out in the work realm, or just the way that they talk with you. It just feels like somebody who does try to put the effort in to speak to you kindly, even though the wheels are turning for them and they maybe can't think clearly when they're speaking to you. I feel like you do communicate with this person on a regular basis. And because they've observed you for so long, it feels like you can do no wrong in their eyes. Like you could rob a bank and they would be justifying it. It's like, well, did they really need the money? Like, what do they need the money for? We have the Three of Wands. And when they look to the future, they do think about the possibility of you being a part of that future. But they've been waiting for so long because they're a creature of habit. Their habits right now are persisting in their thoughts of you. But these habits don't just stop at thoughts. They get leached into our actions. And if they're a creature of habit and their habit is to continually overthink and ruminate, their habit when it comes to the future is also to stay in a state of wait when it comes to their new emotional starts, because they can't stop worrying about bringing forward an offer. But I think that they really are intending on doing so, if I'm honest with you, Pile 1. This person, again, considers you a friend, but they compare you to other people. There is even, I feel like, an offer that could come forward where it's like a group event and you both go, and they think of that as a very big deal. This could have happened even in the recent past as well for someone watching, but in the future there could be some type of like group event. It could even be connected to the work realm where you're both going to be there, and they see this as like a big deal, a big opportunity for them. And I think they have intentions of taking you out, but they're just on the fence. They don't know how, when, or if they should do it. They're motivated by the desire that they have, but they just don't know if they should. Here's the, at least not now, Temperance and the Star. This person has a huge crush on you. A huge crush on you. But they do get motivated by what they fear here in the situation. And the biggest fear that they have, I feel like, is that you don't notice them, that you're not interested in them the way that they are interested in you. I think that that is a huge motivating factor to the hesitation that they're showing in bringing forward the truth of their attraction. Who is obsessed, please, with pile number 1? We have Message in a Bottle. Capricorn energy. We have Poised for Change. And they're standing on top of this big pillar. It makes me think of the Justice energy. And we also have Exchanging Gifts. And they do have intentions of doing something risky, and it could come in the form of something generous they're going to offer you. They're actually reflecting upon that in their obsessive thoughts right now of giving you something, whether it be information, whether it be a little token, just being generous with you in some way. I even feel as though they have, if they've thought about what they want to say, they may have even written it down. They may have typed it out. There's just a reference here to wanting to throw my desires and hoping that you're going to catch it. But for the time being, they are keeping what they want to say to themselves with the intention of taking action. Let's get a couple of message cards to see what sort of thoughts this person who is obsessed with pile number 1. I have a lot of gratitude for you is coming out with some of their obsessive thoughts. It says here, I've been thinking about proposing to you or making some type of proposition to you, pile 1. It may not be an official proposal, for instance, but it's a proposition of some kind. It's an offer. I'm always reminded of you. And I will say with the Six of Cups, it does speak to a certain amount of nostalgia. This, again, could be a long-standing friendship. Maybe this person's been obsessed for a very long time. I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. And every time I see a ... I feel like there's always more to come. I do want commitment with you, but just not yet. And speaking to you through songs, and you may have discussed music with this person or our favorite song. If you had a discussion like that with this person recently, there's clues to their favorite song or clues to their favorite music. It could be lyrics that really remind them of you. So they just really want to highlight that as well. If you've had this conversation with this person, you'll know again that that message is for you. How do they truly feel, please? And who is obsessed? What are their obsessive thoughts of pile number 1? I still haven't made up my mind about action. The Knight of Swords. I also feel like this person they try to be funny. They may not be funny all the time. Maybe a lot of dad jokes getting thrown around or corny jokes, but they do try to be funny. Sometimes I feel like that humor backfires. But it says here, you deserve someone better than me. I heart you. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and somebody who thinks that you look amazing. Again, they've studied you. They see every detail of you, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you move, the way that you do your hair, the way that you dress. They've noticed all of these things, and they may have turned their back on the truth of that in this moment, but that doesn't mean that they haven't noticed it or it hasn't made a huge impression. I do see things clearly now. The 19 of the Sun. And I think that they want to bring that clarity to the connection itself. It says, I'm still chained to my past, and that's why I keep so much of myself hidden. And this could be insecurity of being rejected in the past. They don't know if you feel the same way. I feel like that's really affecting the decision making that they're having to perform in this connection. But let's ask Spirit about their intentions. Are they going to make themselves known to pile number 1, please? Oh, on the floor we have the Strength. It's sort of in a state of limbo, if I'm honest. So we're going to put it just like that. It's like they're waiting for strength. And they're worried that it's a wild goose chase. They're taking me back to that message. Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, they're so afraid because of the foundation that they know you in, but they do have intentions on taking action. They're a little bit defensive about the prompts right now, but I feel like they're going to. I feel like they're going to be very impulsive in that moment. There's going to be a conversation that happens for you, pile 1, where this person impulsively just says, this is how I'm feeling, or impulsively takes some type of action towards you. Now, because I'm reading for the collective, there's a lot of different energies floating in. For some of you watching, the action won't be verbal. They might just kind of take a physical action. They might just try to kiss you or something like that. But there's communication coming, or there's clarity coming. Now, with that clarity, we have the opportunity with new information coming to make the decision on our own about whether we want to proceed. But Spirit says there will be progress made here. It feels like a very impulsive moment that doesn't necessarily rely on strength, because they've been waiting for strength to share how they feel, but they don't have that strength. So they're going to have to take that impulsive moment, that impulsive prompt, and really bring that truth forward in some way. And Spirit says that's the intention, and they do feel like this person's going to follow through. It may take some time, and you're always going to be acting as that inspiration for growth. So you don't have any fear, or you don't have anything to fear when it comes to feeling like, especially if you know who this person is and it's very mutual, you don't have anything to fear when it comes to their truth and their intentions, because it's real and they have intentions of wielding it. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Who is obsessed with pile 1? 7 of Cups, Page of Cups, the Hierophant. Again, they keep highlighting an institution. Could be a hospital nursing connection. It could be a work environment, for instance. The Hierophant can represent a lot of different types of environments. But they're also speaking about 2 people at this crossroads who are both mutually confused about the other person's feelings. You may not be confused about your own, but they're also indicating here 2 people that might be waiting for new information to pop in. They're also saying that there's a possibility of this person popping up with their truth. They're waiting for you, but in an ideal world, maybe you would pop in first. But ultimately, they are indicating, and maybe even within the next 6 months, 6 to 7 months, this person's going to pop in with some type of action towards you, which is going to help to clear confusion, but it's also going to create options for you and how you want to proceed. We have in the bowl, I'm just going to get another little pinch here. We have the C, B, and K for initials with I and F. We have the dolphin. I think of friendship and taking time to play. We do have here the little white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland charm, and it's in reverse. So this is like the judgment reverse, and somebody who fears change. There's a weakness that they feel. They are late to tell you how they feel. So they've been feeling this way for a long time. We do have sweet results that await once we put the action in. They're also highlighting the 6 of Pentacles, and the wrench in our plan is our own empowerment, because we get what we give. And Spirit says we can have some really positive results here if somebody just faces that fear of change. Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for your chance to win a reading. If it does, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you and we can get the ball rolling. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile 2. You were drawn to the yellow flower. You were also drawn to the Knight of Pentacles, and this is your reading. Who is obsessed with you? Are they going to take action towards you? Now, the Knight of Pentacles, you can see it's a mule, stubborn energy coming through here. Maybe somebody that's convincing themselves that they're waiting for the perfect time, but Spirit says they're actually waiting for confidence or waiting for courage, drawn to the yellow flower. But they're kind of maybe a stubborn creature, so it's hard for them to be honest with themselves about that. This could also be speaking about the duration of the obsession that they're having towards you as well. So we're going to use the Muse Tarot for you to begin your reading, pile 2. Who is obsessed with pile number 2? Who is secretly obsessed with pile number 2, please? We have the 6 of Swords coming in the reversal. I'm very stuck-like energy coming through. We have the King of Cups, or I'm sorry, King of Pentacles, and we also have the Knight of Cups coming in the reversal. I do have my deck in the upright, so when they come out reversed, I do have to honor the position that they fall. Queen of Cups, King of Cups now in the upright, Queen of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Back of the deck we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the 5 of Swords. Oh my goodness, it feels like such a secret. Their feelings, their intentions, their obsession towards you feels like a big secret in this moment. Now, we can't deny that the Knight of Pentacles, you know, sometimes he's really responsible. He really focuses on his career and his responsibilities, and he tries to walk with integrity. So they could be concerned about their emotions for you, making them step outside of that sort of position or outside of that potential or that integrity. Because this person, they get really jealous when it comes to you, and I don't think they have a right to. I feel like they don't have a right to get jealous over you, but I think that they do. And I think that they're holding some unrealistic expectations towards that jealousy. It's like they don't have a right to be triggered by jealousy of you with other people, for instance. We have the Three of Pentacles. And they are claiming that they are sort of stuck because of foundations. And this could be their own foundations of commitments. This could be the environment that they know you from. Work. This could be a combination of both those things. Because there's an issue to transition at all. And it has to do with kind of the decisions that they've made along the way. Where they've applied their energy, where they've put themselves. Now, the truth is that it may not be an unrealistic expectation towards more. They just have to realize it. And they have to find the courage to step outside of what they've invented for themselves or built for themselves and step towards you. We have the Five of Cups. But it's like they're already grieving what they can't have before they come up with the solutions. And I have to say, the King and Queen of Cups here, that can be like the mom and dad of the deck, truthfully. Maybe two people that are suppressing their true feelings. Maybe two people that are in similar practical dynamics. Because there's a reference here to the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And you can see with the Queen of Wands, there's a little cheetah that's sitting here on the edge of the card. And even the Queen of Wands is taking a passive approach because there's challenges to overcome. And the challenges could be what's in these pyramids, what we're trying to preserve. We could be trying to preserve a family. We could be trying to preserve a position, an opinion about us as well. So there's a sense of like everybody keeping everybody waiting. Here's the Queen of Swords now. And when I say that this person, even though there's obsessive thoughts about you, they're still looking to the Divine Feminine. If you resonate with Divine Feminine energy, they're still looking to the Divine Feminine energy to create clarity. Because they feel like they can't. Maybe you can, but they can't. It's like they don't have wiggle room, but they feel like maybe you do. Even if they're jumping to that conclusion. And I don't feel like this is a full-fledged friendship, even though the Three of Cups can definitely speak to that. I don't think that this is somebody that you're sharing your deepest, darkest secrets with, or vice versa. But I think that there is a friendliness between the two of you. It doesn't feel like it's in separation. I feel like there's always people around, though. There's always people around. And so again, because of the environment that you're in, or because of the company that we all keep, there's always people around. So we don't get a chance to be alone. And that's something that they do wish that they could have, but they're almost kind of afraid to be alone with you, to be honest with you. And I feel like you are like a happy place for them, or you make them laugh, or you're just a breath of fresh air. I will say this person thinks that the Divine Feminine is incredibly intelligent, and she could hold like a leadership position, and even in her career. Here's the Eight of Swords. Here is the Chariot with the Five of Pentacles. And this person, again, they are keeping themselves hidden a little bit because I think they feel like they have a lot to lose, and they're trying to micromanage their environment and their desire. But I also feel like they want to get what they want as well. In the perfect world, they could have their cake and eat it too. They do feel like it is easier on everyone involved to keep themselves hidden. And I can't deny for you, Pal, too, that they may find the opportunity and the strength that's necessary to tell you how they feel very challenging. Even with the Six of Swords as our first position, it's reversed. That's an issue with travel. That's an issue with clarity. And the truth is that this person, I feel like, can't bring forward their intentions, or they're convincing themselves that it's naive to assume that they can, because they're in a very strong I can't mentality. They could be needing help. The sixes are always collaborative for me. And if it's in reverse, sometimes I need a little bit of a push. I need a little encouragement of some kind to motivate me to find some solutions, so that I don't assume and make assumptions based on my own jealousies and insecurities that it's impossible. Because even the Five of Cups challenges us to find the solution, find the bridge to our own understanding. Because in a perfect world, they would be in a relationship, but they feel like they have to keep that desire a secret because they're worried that it's conflict that's going to blow up in everyone's face. Who is secretly obsessed with you, Pile 2? Could be Cancer energy. A lot of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for the Divine Feminine, though. We have a change for the better, the butterfly of transformation. And it's drinking from a wild rose. And there's something about being wild and free that could empower the situation. And they do reflect upon that. But it's like the necessity is there to be wild and free. And being free is a necessity. We have Diamond. You'll be receiving a precious gift. Now, the diamond can speak about commitment cycles and being forged under pressure. So desires that are forged under pressure. We have dealings or relationship with a woman with a fair complexion. Could be highlighting this Queen of Swords. And romance, celebration, and party. A huge fan of you. A huge fan of you, but they hide behind that mask. The purpose of the fan is to cool us down. And when they fantasize about you, it's a very physical venture, I feel like, as well. But we have money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, the boat. And this is a feeling about arriving. I always think of the angler fish when I see this boat as well. So this is talking about the Six of Swords. And maybe feeling like they have to sacrifice some type of windfall or some type of positive results that's coming out of their investments if they give in to the pressure of this attraction. Because they are your secret admirer, Pile number 2. Back of the deck says short journey. And we have here forces working against us. And the forces could be being emotionally pulled in different directions. The forces could be my own stubborn thoughts that are working against us, that's avoiding or helping me to avoid finding the solutions. Who is secretly obsessed, please, with Pile number 2? We have the Yin. And we even have the Imagine number 20. It's coming in the reverse. I don't usually read these in the reverse, but I feel like it's important to address the weakness and the fear of change. The Divine Feminine could be experiencing that as well. And it's Treasure Island number 9. This is like the crush-like energy. But they feel like they have to surrender their desire. It's like they have to let it go where it's going to go. There's a reference to the Divine Feminine and how you don't have to do anything to attract this energy. All you have to do is be yourself. This is like the beautiful chalice that's just waiting for things to fall into their lap. We have the potential for new life. She is up on a pedestal or some type of pillar. So this person does feel like there's a lot of potential to have a brand new day here. But I feel like they would have to unpack what they have invested in. What are some of their current thoughts and feelings, please, for Pile number 2? The person secretly obsessed with Pile number 2. Well, on the floor. What do you want? Feeling insecure because you've perhaps suppressed your feelings as well. And knowing what you are motivated by could give them the confidence to push through. I'm too afraid to talk to you. It's like I keep my feelings for you hidden. Do I know you from somewhere? So they're constantly wearing masks around you as well. You may not even be able to pick up from their actions that they have an obsession over you. They may be very good at hiding it. Because there could be someone else. But please give me time. I've never felt like this before. In this moment, it's like they're focusing. It says wrongful advice, and then it says I'm addicted to you. The 15, the devil reversed. And that's like attachment to the wrong environment. Having to break free from something. But also a lot of perhaps fantasy surrounding the physical realm, surrounding sexual obsession as well. What are they currently thinking and feeling, please? This person obsessed secretly with Pile number 2. I want to call you, but would you answer me? Like if I told you how I feel, will it be mutual? I have no right to, but I get so jealous over you. Spirit brought that forward earlier as well. We have, this separation is painful. Can you forgive me? So even in the lack of effort or lack of momentum, it's like they are apologetic because they don't have the courage. This is taking forever. The momentum of the Knight of Pentacles, wishing that they could have a do-over in life is what it feels like, wanting a do-over. I gave you the impression that I do not care, or that I did not care, and that was a lie. It says, I love you, but. So there's a lot of obstacles. Whenever I see the word but, I just feel like there's such a caveat to something. We have here, no one compares to you. Back of the deck says, I think about you every damn day, on the back of that deck. So let's ask Spirit about intentions moving forward. Is this person going to have the courage to be able to take action towards their obsession? For pile 2, please. Will they have the courage to face their fear? Page of Cups. You can notice that the Page of Cups is wearing headphones. And the Page of Cups is like an inspiration that pops up out of the blue. Could be getting inspired from their higher self to take some type of action, but they may not be listening. 8 of Pentacles. The Strength, the 6 of Cups. Again, there could be a workplace connection here. It doesn't have to be, but they are being called to do the work. They are being called to step up and lead in some way. And although the truth is that I feel like they want to, I feel like there's intention to be able to create some type of momentum and change, but it's like they want to be innocent of it. They want progress, but they want to be innocent of any type of action that they have to take that would be negative. They want to be innocent for any destruction that comes in. They want to keep themselves in balance, which is why they're taking so long to actually navigate the situation in the first place. So it's like they're waiting. Yeah, it's like they're waiting for more information from the Divine Feminine, and it feels like the Divine Feminine is waiting for more information from them. And I feel like the opinions of other people are really weighing down on the whole situation. Spirit says there could be a lack of clarity coming for you, pile 2, because I feel like 2 people that feel mutually stuck. And that's going to affect the momentum of transition into clarity or a new foundation as well. Now, of course, the future is very fluid, and your guides say that they have the opportunity to step up and lead at any point. And there's nothing we can do about them or their actions, but all we can do is reflect upon the steps we feel guided to take. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. In the bowl for pile 2, 5 of Pentacles, something anchoring them. Like there's an idea of like a new home, new attitude that brings them into this crossroads of decision, but they have a hard time committing to the choice because they're worried that they're going to lose something like respect or a title or position. And I can't deny that they sometimes think about challenging partnerships. They're very much attracted to you, a lot of Gemini energy here, but they may have to choose between parties as well, and that could be complicating the situation. They may not have the ability or the space to commit to more. We have the Empty Heart here with the letter G. We also have here I think of the Hierophant, and I think about mourning having had its time and moving forward for the Divine Feminine. We have sacrifice that leads to sweet results next to Jesus as a shepherd. We also have here prescription reverse. This could be talking about a pharmacy, could be talking about addictions as well. And somebody who's looking for solutions. We have here, she believed she could, so she did. So the only prescription here is confidence. We are the key to our own success, but we may have to change directions and become really, really hungry for our own success in this connection in order for there to be progress. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for your chance to win if it does. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can check out my link for Etsy for a personalized reading if you feel called to. And I just hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the purple flower and to the Empress, and this is your reading. Who is secretly obsessed with you? Are they going to take any action? Now, this beautiful Empress energy, you can see there's another little fox hiding underneath the surface. The Spirit says that this person's been giving signs, or it's like they've been hiding their attraction to you in plain sight. You've seen it, or you've seen the signs, you've picked up on it. You may not be surprised by who this person is. You may already kind of know who Spirit's going to speak about in this moment. I feel like you already kind of feel empowered by the attraction that they have towards you. Like it already makes you feel really good, or makes you feel really abundant, makes you feel wanted as well. There's a sense of like security of the divine feminine, or how you should be feeling really secure because this is how this person truly sees you in abundance. But they definitely put you up on a pedestal here. So I'm going to use the Fountain Tarot to begin your reading, pile 3. Who is secretly obsessed with pile number 3? The Two of Wands. The Page of Coins. The King of Swords, sort of coming out sideways. The Ace of Coins. And the Two of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we do have the Moon. And we have the Strength. This person feels like they're in preparation mode, pile 3. It feels like this person's preparing for something. It's like they've got a plan. I also feel like this could have been somebody that you have had like a flirtation with, or you've had maybe a flirty conversation in the very least. They seem to be holding on to this flirty conversation as some type of seed between the two of you. Three of Cups. And there's a reference to like friends, a reference to like flirty friendships though. Somebody who could be a little bit different from you, maybe even culturally or physically speaking, a little bit different from a cultural aspect, for instance, or a different race, for instance. We have the Four of Swords. But opposites attract. And they keep talking about a conversation that they've had with you that was very flirtatious. Maybe when you were out in a group of friends or out socializing. We have the Strength, Leo energy coming through. A lot of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a lot of Cancer energy. We have the Queen of Wands. Now you could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There's an emphasis on Leo energy. And even if you don't have the confidence that people project to be about Leo energy or surrounding Leo energy, you should. Spirit says you should. This person's convinced that luck is not necessarily on their side. They're afraid. I feel like they're almost intimidated by you, to be honest. And they are focusing on conversations. They're saying that certain conversations that you've had in the past were very flirtatious, especially when other people were around or something. And then other conversations, they didn't feel as encouraged in those conversations. So that's why they're kind of on the fence when it comes to the plan that they have, because sometimes when they converse with you, they feel really optimistic about what could happen if they reach out and tell you how they feel, for instance. But other conversations that they've had have sort of, maybe they felt a bit of a guard up, or there's a defense energy that came up and that didn't encourage them. So it kind of stopped them and it helped them to sort of regather their thoughts and try to come up with a new plan. Here's the Page of Pentacles, and there's the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, we can't deny there has been a common thread across all three piles, that there's a workplace connection. There could be. Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles just speaks about the mastery and the effort that we're being asked to put into a situation to create permanent change. But there definitely could be a workplace connection. And the truth is that we spend a lot of time invested in the workplace. And so a lot of times opportunities are going to present wherever we're focusing our energy. And so there could be a workplace connection to this person. And if there is, they are concerned about creating drama at the high end of the spectrum, but in the very least, awkwardness. They don't want to make things awkward for you. They don't want to make things awkward for themselves. That's why they're on the defense about this decision, about when they should approach. Because again, sometimes they feel really motivated and they feel really excited because they feel like it's a very mutual flirtation in your conversations. And other times they have felt like maybe a little resistance from you and they're not 100% sure, but that could be their own insecurity talking. Their own insecurity being brought to the surface. Because right now with the King of Swords in the center position, in the state that he's in this state of limbo where he's like, I don't know what to do about my focus. I don't know what to do about my attraction. I know that I want to pursue it, but there are still challenges for me to overcome. One of the challenges being the intimidation they feel, or one of the challenges being not knowing where your focus lies, not knowing if you're motivated by attraction at all to them or not. But I feel like you know who I'm talking about. I feel like they've made themselves, it's been obvious with the flirtatious comments or some type of communication between the two of you, a banter. And you might even be expecting them to say something more or anticipating further flirty communications. This could be helping you to sort of establish a new idea about what to expect next. Some of this banter does not have to be exclusive to the work realm. There could be a lot of online communication that happens in this connection as well. And that could be where they also felt a distinctive difference between one period of conversation where they were really flirtatious and maybe another period where it didn't feel as flirtatious or as motivating in this moment. But they are afraid of like creating awkwardness. That's why they've been taking their time, being very cautious and careful with how they approach. I feel like they're being really careful about what they say. At this point and forward too, it's like they're cautiously optimistic, cautiously approaching the attraction, but they can't deny the attraction. That's why it's testing their strength so much in the present moment. And who could deny the attraction of the divine feminine, because it acts as a beautiful lure into something so motivating and so abundant. Who is secretly obsessed, please, with pile number 3? This person's giving me very skinny vibes, like just somebody very thin or long and lean maybe. That could be reversed energy though. Please take that as it resonates. We have here wealth, and we have here a period of ill health and depression. So being like a fly on the wall. Now the wealth doesn't have to establish wealth in general. It can again be the work realm, for instance, or position being an issue. And their position, their confidence could be as a result of maybe a lack of strength or some depression that's coming in. We also have here the psychic ability, trusting your intuition, because Spirit says you already know who this person is. You already know who this person is at this moment in time. We have hard work ahead, the table. Referencing the work round, but also referencing effort that needs to be taken, and they know that it needs to be taken. It's not that they don't have a plan, so I'm very interested to see if this person is going to execute a plan. But it's like it almost looks like this hand is being kept above water in an effort to not let it drown. And whenever we're drowning or we're waiting in a sense of drowning, it's like we could be waiting for someone else to come save us from that. We have Lily, spiritual love. This could actually be a name that is important to someone as well. And we have financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. This could be a friendship that developed in a workplace in the past. And they are establishing friendship in the present moment. And we have perseverance, and you will overcome your problems. And there's a reference to thirst. And with the camel, it can go a really long time, kind of relying on its deposits to be able to sustain itself. So this person has been feeling this obsession towards you for quite a while, pile 3. Who is obsessed with pile number 3, please? We have a higher power. Look at the key in the crown chakra, because Spirit says you're very intuitive. You already know who Spirit's talking about. You already know who this person who's obsessed with you is. This is not coming to any type of, it's not coming to any sort of, it's not coming as a surprise, I feel. But they're also keeping their thoughts of you pretty hidden in this present moment. We have here fork in the road. And they're referencing making major change and having to unpack a lot of how they truly feel to make a decision about what they're going to do. They are in decision mode moving forward. We have here being flexible with the opportunity. And being flexible with timing as well. Like there could, again, I always think of the Knight of Pentacles with these plowed laneways in behind the flexibility. So we may have been waiting for a while, or they could be waiting to clarify themselves. They may also be willing to be flexible with when they're going to extend the plan, when they're going to bring forward the information for you. Because it's like they're waiting to see if they have any security in their foundation. No place like home. This could be referencing commitment cycles, of course, in this moment, but it's also referencing whether or not luck is on their side. They don't know if it is. I feel like you know that luck is on your side, but they don't know that it's mutual, or they don't know that luck is on their side. They are waiting for some type of confirmation of security, I feel like, before they execute their plan. Let's get some message cards to see what sort of thoughts and feelings this person obsessed with pile number 3 has been having. We're going to use the Entanglement Oracle for you. And there is a link below for a discount on shipping. The creator of this deck has been generous enough to offer that to my subscribers, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in this deck. We have here, you always keep me guessing in flirtation. It's like the dating game. You always keep me guessing. It's like, I don't know if you're going to push the buzzer and reject me, but I haven't forgotten about what we've shared. Old conversations, old opportunities. Deep down, I don't think that I deserve you. That could be why they take the passive approach. It's not even necessarily the trigger of wondering and you keeping them guessing, but it comes down to a fear element of not knowing if I'm worthy or deserving. Time keeps on slipping, so the intentions are there, but they're acknowledging that they are taking their time and executing their truth, and they're really highlighting themselves as that little fox that's hiding in the root system. You've made me rethink my entire existence. And I feel a lot of external pressure. And they're intimidated by the Divine Feminine as well. Back of the deck says, I am speechless without you. It's interesting, we have the keyhole in the throat chakra, and we have the keyhole in the crown chakra. So they're spending a lot of time thinking about what they want to say, and yet they're having a really difficult time speaking their world into being without the confirmation of your attraction as well. How do they currently feel, please? What are some of their thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3, the person that is secretly obsessed with them? What sort of obsessive thoughts have they had regarding pile number 3? So many things remind me of you. So many things inspire them to take action because their monopoly of focus is on you. And so when we're obsessively thinking about something, everything is going to remind us, everything is going to kind of take shape and remind them of you. I love you unconditionally. Finding out the truth crushed me. It says, I'm afraid to contact you. And maybe if they could be worried that it's not mutual. And that's why they're afraid to take action. They perhaps are privy to some type of position in your life that would prohibit growth here, which is why they feel like they have to keep themselves above water before they execute a plan. Because I just saw, I'm not available. This could be referencing you or themselves. I regret lying to you. about how I feel. I wish that I could take back my words, because they are replaying certain conversations over and over and over again. And they are distinctively speaking about two different conversations, one that felt really exciting and flirtatious and fun, and the other one not so much. I can't stop thinking about you. Oh, Bag of Decks says, I look for you everywhere I go. So it's like they're, again, they see you everywhere. It's like everything reminds them of you because they're conjuring this up. They're conjuring these obsessive thoughts about you. But let's take a look at actions. Are they going to act upon their obsessive thoughts and desires towards pile number 3, please? 8 of Pentacles reversed. The Emperor. It's like they're looking for perfect conditions or something. It's like they are perfectionists, or they want perfect conditions that won't feel like it's a threat to them, because sometimes the Emperor can be protective. Again, could be protective of a work realm, or be protective of, you know, not wanting to create drama or awkwardness as well. That's a thought that's going through their mind. That's kind of a prohibitive thought. That's not really motivating them to change. So one on the floor. Queen of Cups coming out. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A lot of Aries energy as well. The Chariot. Right now they're thinking that it's wishful thinking. It's like they're having a crush on you. 5 of Pentacles, Justice, and the 9 of Cups. And here's the Lovers with the Empress. Now they're emphasizing the Empress again, and they're emphasizing attraction, of course, but also decisions associated with the Empress. So maybe choices that you have to make if you're resonating with Empress energy. This person here is afraid of the karma that bringing forward their truth in this moment creates. It's like they're crushing, there's a wishful thinking energy, and it's like they're waiting for perfect conditions or maybe clarity from your heart before they take that action. So I feel like that's going to prohibit the progress here, at least for now. Because even with the 2 of Pentacles in your future position, that I always say it's my mini chariot. Of like, I know I want to do this, I know I want to take action, I know I want to put a plan into action, but I just don't know if I have the confidence. And they're waiting for something with the Divine Feminine to give them the confidence, to give them this feeling of safety and security before they act. So this could affect the momentum of the future of their revelation, pile 3. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 3, please. 5 of Swords in the bowl with the Tower and the 4 of Pentacles. So somebody is concerned about rejection. They could be concerned about not being able to take back what they say, or not being able to regather things if there's a lot of conflict that this could create. And they're really focused on the fact that this could create conflict for multiple people involved. And that's why they are kind of stuck in this in-between of this attraction. But it's always on their mind. We have Kiss. We also have here the Endurance of the Elephant, and it's upside down, which means the trunk is upside down. So there's a sense of not a lot of luck on our side, or somebody who perceives it as such. We have little baby feet, which could resemble baby steps or children being a factor. We have the letter Q and G. We have the stethoscope, could be hospital nursing connection or a blocked heart chakra. We also have masks that are being worn. And then we have a quote from A Midsummer Night Dream that says, and every fair from fair sometimes declines. And that for me is like a symbol of like the bloom falling off the rose. So as long as the masks are on, there could be like a lack of motivation, maybe even coming from the Divine Feminine, where like they're worried about the bloom falling off the rose. Or you could be worried about them losing interest before there's solutions that arise in this connection. But it's obsessive, so it's really hard to break an obsessive thought. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. Drop your comment below for your chance to win a reading with me, and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you and get the ball rolling. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below, and I do update that shop daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.